Purdue volleyball's Annie Drew's college career may have ended here in Holloway Gymnasium on Friday, but the All-American has signed a contract to continue her career professionally in Puerto Rico. The Boilermaker football team's senior day was spoiled by rival Indiana. The Hoosiers threw all over the Boilers, beating them 54-36. Head coach Daryl Hazel had a lot to say about his team's performance and the seniors. Purdue Wrestling finished the two-day Cliff Keen Las Vegas Collegiate Invitational in 15th place. The Boilers were led by senior Chad Welch, who finished the tournament as runner-up at 165 pounds. Welch, pleased with his performance, had this to say. It may not be your traditional path to Division I basketball, but these girls see the Rip Squad members as a teammate and an aspect of the team that helps them prepare for the upcoming season. Evan Kennedy and Mike Lutz led the Purdue baseball black team to a 7-1 victory on Sunday's rubber game. The black team clinched the series on Saturday by winning the 5 of the final 6 games. Head coach Doug Schreiber had this to say about the fall performance of the team. Purdue women's coach Sharon Versup earned her 200th victory last night by sneaking by the Dayton Flyers. Ashley Morissetti and Bridget Perry put the icing on the cake for the Boilers, hitting their free throws down the stretch. For the first time since 2010, the Boilermakers soccer team held its opponent, the 23rd-ranked Rutgers Scarlet Knights, to a scoreless draw. In her first start of the season, goalkeeper Jordan Ginther had a game-high 5 saves. Here's what she had to say about her performance. After earning his first career title at the Bridgestone Golf Collegiate, junior Austin Oaf was named Big Ten and National Men's Golfer of the Week. Oaf is now ranked 19th in the country, according to GolfStat. Purdue softball welcomes new faces to the class of 2016 this weekend. 6 players hailing from 4 different states signed their national letter of intent to play for the Boilers in the fall. Big news coming from Purdue men's basketball practice today as senior captain Rayfeld Davis will return to the hardwood. After missing the last 4 games, Davis will play tomorrow against Howard here at Mackey Arena at 7 p.m. Big news coming from Purdue football after a loss to rival Indiana. Head coach Daryl Hazel fires 3 assistant coaches. The Boilermakers are moving forward without offensive coordinator John Shoup, defensive coordinator Greg Hudson, and defensive line coach Reuben Carter. The news is no surprise to fans as the Boilers own a 6-30 record over the last 3 seasons. During Shoup's time at the helm of the Purdue offense, 3 separate highly rated quarterbacks struggled to find consistency. On the other side of the ball, Hudson's defenses gave up more than 36 points per game and over 6 yards per play. Hazel released a statement on his decision to part ways with the 3 coaches. Quote, "I appreciate the efforts of each of those guys over the last 3 years. They are quality men who are well respected by their players and their peers, and I am disappointed that things didn't work out better. But I believe that in order to turn around the program, we need to make some significant changes and move in different directions at those positions." End quote. On a more positive note, the Purdue men's basketball team taking on Pittsburgh in the Big Ten ACC Challenge. The Boilermakers are on a 6-game winning streak in the series, looking to make it 7 as they head to the Steel City. Not an easy task. The Panthers are 121-4 against non-conference opponents at the Peterson Event Center. Early in the first half, Johnny Hill gets his own rebound and dishes it to Kendall Stevens from way behind the arc, and he connects, putting up Purdue big early on. On the next possession, Caleb Swan again with the turnaround jumper, and Purdue starts the game on an 18-3 run. Late in the second half, Pitt closing in on the Boilermakers, A.J. Hammonds hits the hook shot. He led the team with a season-high 24 points off the bench. Purdue gains a little breathing room thanks to freshman Ryan Klein. He hits one of his 4 threes on the night. Klein scored all his points from behind the arc. Finally, in the closing seconds, Hammonds puts the nail in the coffin and drills a 3, and Purdue does its part in the Big Ten ACC Challenge, winning 72-59. Purdue begins a 4-game homestand on Saturday where they take on New Mexico. Moving on to high school football, Central Catholic taking on Licton Stockton for the 1A state championship. First quarter, they hook up from quarterback Avery Denhart to wide receiver Luke Fusick, who outruns defenders to the end zone for a 63-yard touchdown. Knights go up 7-zip. Second quarter, the Knights' Brandon Yegi runs for a 3-yard touchdown, his first of 3 on the day. Knights up 14-0. Late second quarter, Licton Stockton drives down the field to score a touchdown right before halftime. On to the third quarter, CC begins to pull away with a deep pass over the middle from Denhart to Jackson Anthrop. Fourth quarter, CC on the goal line, Yegi runs it in for a 1-yard touchdown carry, making the score 27-7. The Knights go on to win 34-7. Afterwards, Coy Cronk, Anthrop, and the rest of the Knights celebrate their 5th state title in the past 7 years. That is it for sports. We'll be right back.